everyone. Welcome back. One point I would like to make from yesterday, NOVN was glorious over 17. We talked about this one. This was my number one watch. This and AMC. AMC worked out pretty well. One thing I would say is, the weekend watch list. And I know, I try not to bug you about a lot of this stuff. Usually every Friday I remind you guys about the weekend watch list, but this was on there. I mean, if you're looking for, a great way to study on the weekend, to prepare on the weekend, I spend an hour, couple hours on that watch list. It's free. NOVN was on it. AMC was on it. A couple boring stocks, Cisco and Juniper. But I go to stocksandtrade.com/watchlist is what I'm getting at. That being said, would love to see a week open red to green on NOVN, and I maybe kind of one of those days where it doesn't do much, but NOVN would love a week open red to green. And then another, again, AMC again. This is so AMC, remember the locked up float. And rule of 10. So that the idea that AMC is a low float stock is something, if you're here every day, you don't want to hear it again. So I'm not going to review again. We got too much to do. My thing is, if these are concepts or ideas you don't know, you don't understand, number one, get in the steady trade team. Number two, be here every day. I'm here every day. Why aren't you? So, Masaru Urka asking about CLF. Man, I like this as a inflation play, as an infrastructure play, but it's just, my thing is, when I look at this chart, I just see all these, notice how it's just like chops around, kind of breaks out, pulls back hard, chops around, kind of breaks out, pulls back hard. So based on the chart history, I think so Masaru, I'm not bashing CLF. My opinion is there's better out there. So, what do you think about BYTC for a red to green? What's BYTC? Does not ring a bell. BYTC. Yeah, it must be a typo. Jose, can you retype the ticker? William asking about ELF. 10,000 Uber and Lyft tablets? What is this? Blah, blah, blah. Enterprise machine learning. So I've linked to the corporate BS generator many times. So this is what I'm saying about ELF. Google corporate BS generator. And you'll love it. So, what is this thing? What does it do? Oh my God, if you do, please read this press release. The DOOH world is transitioning rapidly to impression-based accountability, with major advertisers and national brands demanding more transparency and better accuracy in reporting metrics. Oh my God, this might be the most perfect corporate BS generator press release I have ever seen in 15 years. And I still don't know what this thing does. I wait for it to set a high and short it. Late day fade. So I know I don't talk about short ideas much, Let it set hard and short against that. That's right out of the Top 10 Trading Patterns book. So get my ebook. When I talk about let it set the hard and short against that, it's right out of the ebook. Remember, it's $18. Nicole should drop the link, but just get the book and you'll know what I mean. Cameron asking about CLSD. Clearside Biomedical. Gapping up to 52s. Dip and rip. A little bit higher float. What state? So they got news. We got an 8 a.m. press release. We got 6 million shares traded. It's gapping to 52s. This is dip and rip all day. Brian asked about Lex, LEXX. Too illiquid. Choppy chart. So, Brian, as always, no offense, but I can't give you a trade plan on a stock trading 60,000 shares. I can't. I wish I could, but this is what I say. Yeah, they got a press release, but no one cares. If people cared, it'd be trading 6 million shares like CLSD. Or I mean, even as much as I mock Alf, I mean, Alf's trading 3 million shares. So there's your lesson, Brian. We're almost, it's 8:40 and you got 60,000 shares traded. Perfect Circle asking about Wish. Wish is probably dead, isn't it? Oh! Tim, you should know better. Tim, nothing dies. I would look for breaks of 1220, risk on VWAP. So, nothing dies. I should know better. 1220 VWAP hold type idea. Jeffrey asked about TRCH. Jeez. Got a dividend. Gap into 52s. The 100 mil, I mean, kind of low flow. 9 million shares traded. High day breaks, risk on VWAP. Beautiful. Jeez, oh, Pete, man. Busy day. Oh, BYFC. Again, I've talked about this. All of these banks, I don't see an edge on any of these, okay? And as always, you don't have to agree with me, but the BYFCs, the UONEs, the CARVs, I'm sorry. I think they're ignores, okay? I think when we got meme stonks squeezing, we got biotechs with news, we got an oil and gas stock declaring a dividend. Hey, man. Again, the UONEs, the BYFCs, all of these banks, I don't see a reason for them to move. So do what you want. But I'm sick of talking about them. I will not talk about them anymore. I'm done. Because there's no reason for the move. People see these stocks up and they're like, ugh. But there's no reason behind it. It's just degenerates. Rapt. Hopefully pulls back. So let me draw you what I like on Rapt. And then I got a bail. Let's hope that this is that bounce off of green to red idea. So what I'd love to see is a lot like NOVN yesterday. Okay. So go back and look at NOVN at the open or in pre and at the open, how it kept flirting with red, but kept holding. Okay. So that's what I'd like to see. I'd like this thing to pull. Let's get a defense. Let's get the bidders to step in, keep this thing green. Then you're going to look for that 9:45 or later move. And then you're going to risk a red move. So if it holds green, this is what I would, and seriously, just like print out the chart of NOVN yesterday. And in your mind, change the ticker to Rapt. Okay? Let me bring up a 5-day. So see what it did in pre? Pulled, bounce, then ripped into the 9:45 window. And if it didn't work, say you took NOVN and it didn't work, you would risk a green to red move. So, all right. And that being said, I do really like Rapt. Rapt is way up there on my list. I would say number ones right now are Rapt, that defensive of green. AMC over 60. Remember the rule of 10. I think of AMC like a $5 low float stock, whole dollar, half dollar breaks. So, and even if you don't trade AMC, watch what happens when and if it breaks 60, and then Rapt. Then my backups would probably be, if those don't work out, I do like CRH or TRCH and CLSD. ELF, and then I'm not shorting anything today, but watch ELF. Look for that 5-minute candle topping action, again, straight out of the ebook. And as always, most importantly, have an amazing day. And, yeah. Whoops. I think I bumped the phone. So, all right. See y'all next time.